Hello everybody, this is your host, Vic, and today we are building the JHS pedals, not a Klon, because it's not a Klon until you build it. So, just sit back, relax, I'll put some music on for everybody, and we're going to build this pedal. Just getting some gloves on for anti-static, just because it is a circuit board and I want to be safe about it. Let's see, so I got the book here and I'll be following the book. It says, oh, I need a flathead and a Phillips and a plier, so I got my multi-tool, I got a normal screwdriver, and it says the normal wrenches are included on the actual circuit board. And what's also cool is that there's no soldering, no drilling, no nothing, so it actually makes it a lot easier. So, step one will be snap the circuit board. So let's get the circuit board out to snap it. I might actually keep this bag because it's a nice looking bag. So here's the board of circuits, and it says have it face down with this big nub over here, and apparently I am snapping it along this right here. And this feels completely wrong doing this, and it says to do so. So that feels so wrong to do. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get used to that feeling. That doesn't feel right, but it said to do that. So it says next to work on this end with this, and then snap off these buddies over here. And it says do that with pliers. So it says first the long boy. This doesn't feel right, man. I hate this. Alright, I want to start from the wrench side. It says wrenches can go. Okay. Yeah, it says all sides have to go, and then the wrenches stay here. I hate this. I've done so much electronic stuff in my life. I actually hate doing this. This feels so uncomfortable. Alright, and then it says the wrenches here. I'll probably just get these by hand. Alright, and it says save these two wrenches. Lord. Now I gotta do it again on this one. Actually, I'm going to do the sides first because the sides are smaller, so it makes me feel better. And then this big one, and the QR code comes off. And then down here, this with those nubs come off. Alright, so this is supposed to look like so, because it shows pictures, and this is supposed to look like so. And I have 2 wrenches, so I'll set these down. And then just to show my work, it's supposed to look like those. Alright, next page. Next up, I am putting a long boy wire on the notch there to set it up with the potentiometer PCB, which is with the 3 wiggly boy switches. So here's my bag of tricks. Thing, and then it says at the bottom with the 3 potentiometers this way, and I guess it doesn't matter which end because it's double-sided. I'm just putting this with the notch right here into the notch right there. Which is connected, and you can see the little notch there. Alright, then I flip this boy up, and it says I need to do. Alright, I'm putting the top half of the enclosure in, so I'll set this, move these to the side, and let's get the enclosure unwrapped. So the enclosure is 2 pieces here, as everyone can see. I'll set this up here because it says we're starting with the top half here. And then all I am doing is putting it through the holes with a pot nut and washer, and then slightly tightening, but not over tightening. So within the bag of tricks, once more, hot nuts and washers are in here. And then it says put them little triple spokes. So I'm just going to set this to the side so I can lift this up. There we go. it goes washer and then nut. And then using one of the included wrenches, it says on the 10 side, which has a 10, to just slightly tighten these. Alright, and I'm just using very slight hand pressure because it says not to over tighten. And given how I am a bit of an oaf, I'm going to be very careful about this. Which is actually nice. This is only $119, so as clones go, this is on the cheaper side. You just have to build it yourself. And just double checking everything. Yep. Yep. And yep. Alright, now let's see what secrets the next page holds. Alright, now it says we're working on the other PCB, which is the foot switch. So it says we are taking the foot switch off of there and putting the locking washer, which is a little wiggly boy, and then threading it through the top of the box with the normal foot switch washer and the foot nut, which are both bigger, and then tightening it with number 14. So we got the enclosure here just to get ready for it. Now I need the foot washer, which is circular with this little ridged one here. Come here. This boy here, and it looks like it is. I'll look a little bit closer. It kind of looks even, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be grip side up or down, because as you can see, it doesn't really show, but I'm going to assume possibly grip side down so it gets a better, well, actually, because I can see it might be grip side up. Because if it's attaching and it's a lock washer, I'm just going to slide on here and see what feels right. With that, then this down here. You know, I'm going to say teeth up so I can grip onto what's threading through. That sounds smarter to me because I'm smarter. So I have that on there. And then I'm going to just thread it through the switch of the foot. And then I need the foot switch washer and the foot switch nut. Just the washer. And here's the nut. Come on. And it's at 14. And of course it says do not over tighten. Which I know that locking washer has to do its deal. Alright, and I'm going to assume probably next step is to connect that from here to here. So I'll set that right down. Alright, I was wrong. So next step, we're putting in the jack nuts in here and the jack washer, which it shows just nuts and washers to hold those in. This is going to be tightened with number 11. Go, just double check. Good, and good. Yeah, I'm just feeling this, and there's no wiggles, so that means it's good. And this annoys me because this isn't lined up fully, but I mean, if the other two are lined up, I guess that's considered good enough then, I guess. And all this is through. So next, okay, yeah, next it says connect this. Alright, now it says rotate all the potentiometers fully counterclockwise and push the things in. it says the knobs will be sent at 7 o'clock. Oh, you bastard. Okay, that's why. So there's a little screw inside there that I'll have to untighten to be able to tighten. This one seems more far enough. Yeah, because that one's out enough. This one I need to untighten a little bit. Alright, so I need a screwdriver, and that's a flathead. And there's this little screw on the sides here, and that's how it connects. There, that goes on much better. Alright. That looks about it, and it says tighten each about 3 rotations. That's going to annoy me. I'll fix that one after this one. I got it crooked. You know what, actually, let's, what looks better? This ends. Yeah, okay, let's go and bring this up slightly. I'm just going to set this down. Oh man. think I got a smaller screwdriver somewhere. This should do better. Okay, that's closer. Yeah, that's close enough. Alright, next it says this step's optional, being to goop. I'm going to actually do this for optional because it says right here 24 hours to dry. I'm not waiting for that. And it says sign and date backplate. And after it just says close it up, and get the 4 screws in, which just 4 screws. Before I close it up, just because it is annoying me how it's slightly crooked, I'm going to make sure the power adapter can't fit. It's got some power adapters here. Alright, well, I mean, it goes in. I mean, I think you can see it's crooked because there is a gap that is in there. I want to straighten it. I'm going to check the jacks. So the jacks are held in, so that should fit regardless. Yeah, the jacks fit just fine. That's because it annoys me. I'm going to slightly unscrew it. And I'm going to go and adjust the foot nut again. Just because I want to be able to have that more lined up than it is, because it does slightly annoy me, even though I know there's no way it could be more lined up. Where'd that go? I know no one can see it because I'm doing it a little off screen right now, but I'll just keep it closer to me so I can see better. There, look at that. Much more lined up. I like that a lot better. There's no, it's still gaps, but I mean, it's the best I can do. It's a lot more lined up now. So that's good. I'm just checking the tightenings on everything again. Good. So now I'll put the panel on as I was supposed to. But I'm not going to use the goop as I already said, just because I want to actually be able to test this right now instead of waiting 24 hours. That's all on. These are tight. That works. These are good. And that clicks. So next I can put on the feet. Which, I mean, here's the goop tube, which the goop, it says, is essentially, it's just pure silicone goop. I know that's a joke on the Klon pedals because before we were, well, not we, I say we as in the musicians community, were able to go and figure out what was in the Klon pedals. I forget his name, who the actual Klon guy is, but he covered his circuit boards in goop. So then, until someone was able to chip away at those properly to figure out what was hidden, that was what took so long for the clones to actually start getting made. But as soon as those were figured out, then now it's just off to the races with thousands, and well, not thousands, but hundreds of clones. So there's some feet. I'm gonna put these on the pedal now. Of course, gotta put the speaker on. Well, not the speaker, the sticker. The shell is complicit. Or compliant, whatever. Alright, one. Definitely not a Klon. So, let's check out how this sounds. Well, anyway, so going over the features, we have the plus and minus. This is essentially what's the Shamrock mod, which gives another overall gain of 4 decibels, which is really nice. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up and then we're going to see how this sounds. Alright, so currently I have this hooked up to a Micro Freak just because it's a decent mono synth. So let's see. Hey, it powers on. So we'll just start with volume. Alright, give some gain to the volume, which is good. Because normally it's just. So now let's start bringing up the treble. Which honestly that wouldn't do anything until we start doing. And then of course let's try that 4 decibel boost. That's noticeable, so I can probably just really just blast it. Alright, there is some noise, but I know on an actual Klon there is noise too when you have everything up, obviously, because it's still analog. I'm going to have to lower that in post, because that just blew out everything. Let's go and actually try some other stuff. Oh, that's going to be good. Let's bring that down. Let's just find another preset because that was pretty good. So for overdrive pedal, because it is a Klon Klon, and of course I didn't do the goop because it says completely optional. It's not going to do anything. It's just to be funny that they include some pure silicone goop everywhere. I technically built a pedal, so cool. I enjoyed building it, even though snapping the circuit boards in half made me extensively feel like I was dying inside, just because of the obvious with that. But with everything else in it, I can say this is a nice, fun project. If you want a Klon and it's just a pure circuit, this was $119. There are some Klon clones out there that are $300 to $400. Some of them even $500. And I'm like, okay, then, buddy, you're getting silly now. But as it stands for this particular Klon clone or overdrive, I'll just ignore the Klon part. For an overdrive, this is a very nice overdrive. I like it. Do I like it as much as the Acorn one? The Acorn one was great too. But eventually I'm going to do a comparison of my overdrives to figure out which one I find would be best for my suitable purposes. But as it stands right here, this gave me a whole project. This was a lot of fun. Honestly, I enjoyed doing that, working with my hands a little bit again. And I can't fault it. This was really nice. I just build quality 5 out of 5 because I did it, so I'm perfect since I'm the main character of everything. So obviously it's going to be a 5 out of 5. I won't accept any other answers on that. Too bad. And then for the sound quality, if you like that Klon style overdrive, this is very close. It even does the same noise it does when you have everything up. And I do like the little extra gain switch here for another 4 decibels. Whoops, I just knocked off my lav mic. Anyways, I can say I do like the extra 4 decibels that it does have. I think that's a very cool feature of that. I do enjoy that. And as everything else sits, for It's 119 bucks. It's not the cheapest, but because I know like Behringer's, whenever they're done with their little kerfuffle, was running around 70 to 75 bucks a piece. Or I think they were making them 65 whenever they call it the Centauria, or I saw one channel said it's going to be called the Centaur next with a Z. Like, if I could, I would collect all the different Behringer clones just because it'll be really funny to have the Centaur, Centauria, Centaur, and then whatever they keep coming up next because the lawsuit keeps changing. And then, I know on Amazon, there's both the Demon Effects is 55, and then Joyo makes one called the Tauren, which doesn't look like a Klon. It's not the Klon form factor, but it's their version of Klon for 50. And then there's this one called Mushka Audio, another one that's on Amazon or like AliExpress, and that's from like 25 to 30. But they do range. I know like Nux makes one for, I want to say 85 if I'm remembering correctly. But on average, you're going from really cheap Amazon stuff from like 35 to 50 all the way up to some of them being like 350, 400, 500. So this one at $119 runs on the lower end. So I can extensively appreciate that. Thank you, JHS. That's really cool of you. And like I said, it's a fun project. So my overall thoughts, I do enjoy this. It's and like I can especially appreciate no soldering. Like I know how to solder, but then it's a pain because I have to like get all my stuff out to do that. I have to make sure it's right. You screw it. It's like, okay, that's a pain. This, I just had to snap some circuit boards and feel awful about it. Put some screws in, make sure everything lines up, and done. I even really liked how I'm going to keep the two wrenches that were circuit board pieces. That was really cool of them. So that's really nice. So I'm going to keep those wrenches as just souvenirs. It came with a little button, which y'all saw. It's just a little, like one of these little buttons, like you would get at a Hot Topic when they used to have buttons on their lanyards back when Hot Topic was still Hot Topic. And, I mean, the game of goop. I might use the goop in something else later, but I didn't feel like waiting for that to dry because that's silly. I just want to, and it sounds optional, which obviously it is. I just wanted to be able to play this and have fun. So, overall, I really like this. I'll give it a, let's say 4.86 out of 5, just because it made me die a little bit on the inside with the circuit board snapping. But everything else was great. I really enjoy this. So anyways, this has been your host, Vic. If you have anything else you want to see this on, please leave a comment and I'll respond and likely get the video out relatively quickly, just so people can make an informed buying decision. But I would say regardless, just go and buy this and give yourself a project. Working with your hands is always fun. Just something tactile to do instead of just sitting around all day thinking about buying a bunch of stuff. Give yourself something to do. I say this was just a fun little exercise. It's great. I really say just do that. It's nice. If you have friends, do it with friends. I don't have any. So, I had to do that myself. That's terrible. Anyways, there's, I would like to anyone to like and subscribe, as that would be appreciated to help further grow the channel so I can get the ramblings and videos out to more people, as I do want to just show off all the stuff I can do to more people. And interacting with the community is always nice too. So, and plus, like, they have that whole deal of, like, I don't even know what it's called, all these, like, premium or engaged viewers, so I need likes and subscriptions or comments or whatever. I don't even know, man. This stuff's silly. Just, go ahead and do all that for me. Just like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends about it to help the channel grow. And, or just, I mean, like, literally comment about anything. But once again, this has been your host, Vic. And I appreciate everyone's viewership. Bye.